So once again, a big welcome to everyone to our, it's Mental Health Awareness Week this week. So we're doing a special mindfulness and resilience class. So I'm just seeing everyone saying a big good morning in the chat box. So my name is Caroline Reid, for those of you who don't know, and I talk about all things mindset and mental health. This is what I absolutely love doing, and I help lots of children and adults. So with it being Mental Health Awareness Week, I wanted to start by highlighting something really, really important, and that is we are all so unique. You are completely individual. There's 7 billion people in the world and no one else is the same as you. How cool is that? And what is really, really important to remember is because you're so unique, that's your superpower. You are who you are and there is no one else exactly like you. And because of that, it's really, really, really important that we look after our own minds and our own mental health and well-being. And I'm going to be sharing with you some really cool little tools and techniques that you can use, and some might really, really help you and help you to feel good, help you to feel positive and excited. And some you might be like, I like it, but it's just not for me. And you know what? That is absolutely fine because you are unique. So some of these will really, really help you. And those that do, it's all about practice. So to help yourself feel good and really boost your well-being, it's all about a daily practice. So something really important to remember is if you are feeling a little bit, let's call it sad or down, or maybe you're just not feeling yourself, it's really important to speak out about it. But there is a couple of things that I'm going to quickly share with you. If you feel comfortable to, there's always an adult to speak to, whether that is someone like myself or maybe your parents, your grandparents. There might be an aunt, an uncle, someone who you can reach out to. And if you don't feel confident doing that, a great little technique is to write down how you're feeling. So then you can either read it and think about it yourself, or you can then take that and share it with someone else. So when I was about your age, when I was younger, back in the day, I used to keep inside how I felt. So if I was ever struggling at school, or maybe I wasn't getting on with a friend, or I felt down, for some reason, I just didn't feel confident to share it. And I used to put a big smile on my face and pretend I was okay. But what that did was it hurt my belly. I used to end up with stomachache or tummy ache all the time, and I never knew why. And then it started to give me headaches. And this is when I was like, hang on a minute. And when I started to speak out, and in particular, write down how I felt, it really, really helped. So if you feel a bit like how I've just described, know that you're not on your own. I was exactly the same, and it's okay. So what we're going to do is now move on to a question for you guys. So I can see quite a lot of you up on the top part here on the video, which is really, really cool. And I'm just gonna double check to make sure you guys can see me, can't you? Can you just put in the chat box that you can see my screen? Let's have a little look. Yes, you can see my screen. Fantastic. Oh, what have I done now? Hang on. You can. Awesome. Let me just bring that back up. Cancel spotlight video and now put back a spotlight video. Oh, can you all see? I have a WORRIER band. Yes. Oh, what have I done, guys? Let me just bring this into the middle. So can you see just me? Let me just double check. Somehow I've changed. Yes, you can. Awesome. I will carry on because I'm not too sure if you can. You are screen sharing. Yeah, how strange. Right, so share. You can tell I'm quite new to this, guys. So usually, hide self-view. No, we don't want that. Where have I gone now? Oh, where are we? I really appreciate your patience, guys, because you know what? Sometimes we have to practice these things, don't we? So let me just start again down here. More. Hide video panel. Hide floating. No, we don't want that. Share computer sound. Breakout room chat. Oh, guys, if anyone knows how to bring my... Right, I'm going to... Participants. So...
Caroline, hey, can you hear me? It's Lynn.
Can do.
Hi.
Help.
Don't worry, this happens to me all the time as well. Whatever you've got in your, like at the minute on your screen in your browser, you must have your Zoom page open, which is saying need resources on using Zoom during the COVID-19. That's what we can see.
Yes.
That's it now. So you've now shared that, you've now opened up the right back, whatever that is. We're on it now.
So how do I bring myself back up?
It doesn't matter. We can see you and we can see the screen.
Oh,
we
perfect.
can see you and we can obviously see, just if you screen share, just do the presentation, we can still see you in the corner.
Yeah,
and just then when you stop sharing, it'll bring you bigger.
Okay, right, so
we can absolutely see the screen and we can...
Yeah, ideally, just for now, I just wanted it to just be me, and then I'm going to do the slides after.
All right, well, what to do is just do stop sharing. Just do stop sharing. At the top of your screen, it says screen share, just say stop share.
Okay, so new share, and then...
Just say stop share, and it'll bring you back.
Oh!
Yay! And then
Thanks, guys.
Exactly the same. Listen, don't worry, everybody's exactly the same when we do this. We're all the same. You're doing amazing.
It's a nightmare. Right.
You're doing amazing.
Thank you so much. Okay, so quick question. What I want to say is, I can see you guys. So if I was to ask you where you think your mind is, where do you think from? Put your hands, where do you think from? Let's have a look. We've got hands going to... Can I just say, I'm loving Maddie's routine. We're doing this, and then where are we going to end up? Would everyone agree? This is where we think from? This is where our mind is? Okay, cool. Put your hands down. Good. I could see lots of people then with their hands on their head. This is where we think from, isn't it? This is where our brain and our mind is. Where do you feel from? Put your hands. So where do you feel from? Now, I can see lots of hands up. Now put on your body, where do you feel from? If I was to say to you, if you have a negative thought or a feeling of worry, you were thinking something or you were worrying, where do you feel it? Let's have a look. So we've got some people putting hands on their hearts. Some people have still got their hands on their heads. Some people have got their hands on their tummies. Some people on their shoulder I've just seen. So isn't it funny? Yes. So Charlotte has put their heart. So if we think something negative or we worry, isn't it funny how even though we're thinking up here, we feel it in our bodies, and there's no right or wrong place. Everyone is unique and feels it very different. Now, if I was to say to you, you're thinking a happy thought or something positive, where do you feel it? So people have got their face. Some people have got their heart again. Awesome, guys. I've just seen one person, they're doing the dance, put their hands on their tummy. Do you ever, if you're feeling excited, get butterflies? Not just me, yeah? You can see lots of nods, yeah? So again, what I'm showing you here is even though we're thinking up here, we feel it in our bodies. So what this means is every thought that you have, and we have thousands of thoughts every single day, we don't feel them up here. We feel them in our bodies. And if we want to feel good and feel energized, feel positive, feel excited, we've got to watch what we're thinking, don't we? If we're worrying about something that might not happen or something that's happened in the past, what we're actually doing is affecting how we're feeling in the present moment. And here's a question. I want you to answer this in the chat box. Did you know you can choose how you think and feel? You can choose every single day what you think. And because you can choose what you think, therefore that means you can choose what and how you feel. Yes and no. So this is really interesting. Fantastic. Well done, guys. So I'm going to say majority is saying no. We've got a few yeses. And remember, there's no right or wrong answer with this. Yes and no. So what I'm kind of gathering here is we might be aware that we can choose what we think and feel, but we sometimes don't always think that we can. Does that make sense? So we know we can, but sometimes it feels like we can't. Because if we're ever worrying about something, it's really hard sometimes to change what we're worrying about. But I'm going to share with you some really simple tools and techniques that you can do if you are ever feeling worried. You might be feeling anxious, even tired, a little bit stressed, a little bit angry, or a little bit sad. How does that sound? Can we get a thumbs up? Thumbs up. Good stuff. Fantastic. So I'm going to share with you now some mindfulness. So what mindfulness is it helps you to take your mind from the outside world where we're playing on games, we might be thinking about school, we might be thinking about what we're having for tea, into the now. So we're bringing our mind from all of that outside chaos into the very, very present moment. And how that helps you to feel is more peaceful and more calm, and something called grounded. When you're feeling grounded, you're feeling very aware of how you're thinking and feeling. So we're going to do some interactive mindfulness now. So I'm going to invite you, because we're going to do a lovely breathing exercise. I'm going to invite you to sit back, get nice and comfy, give your shoulders a roll. And with this breathing exercise, you can keep your eyes open or you can keep your eyes closed, completely up to you. And I want you to just think how you're feeling right now in this moment before we do the breathing. Have a little think how you feel. And then if you wish to, I'm going to invite you to close your eyes. You can keep them open if you want, remember. And we're going to take a big deep breath in through the nose. And exhale out through the mouth. Good. And again, inhale through your nose. This time I want you to sigh. Good. So lots of shoulders drop. And again, inhale through your nose. Focus on your breath and how that feels. And as you exhale, as long as you can. Good. Imagine all your worries being released out of your mouth with the breath. Now we're going to inhale for 4. So inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Count with me in your head. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. And open up your eyes if you've got your eyes shut. Good. Now what I'm hoping is that you might be feeling a little bit calmer, a little bit more peaceful. And what I'm going to share with you now is a really simple breathing exercise that you can do. And it's called the breathing box exercise. So I want to see finger. One finger. Good. And what we're going to do is just draw it with me, a square. We're going to go up, we're going to go across, we're going to go down, and then we're going to go across the bottom. Good, I can see lots of squares being drawn. Now, I'm just going to show you first, and then we're going to do it together. We're going to inhale for 4 as we bring the hand up. Then we're going to hold the breath for 4 as we take the finger across. Then we're going to breathe out and exhale for 4 as we bring the finger down. Then we're going to hold the breath out. So one more time, we're going to inhale. Hold the breath. Exhale. Hold the breath out. Let's all do this together. Are we ready? Inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the exhale. 4, 3, 2, and continue. Inhale. Hold the breath. Exhale. Hold the breath. Good. Inhale. Hold the breath. Exhale. Hold the breath. One more, guys. You're doing fab. Inhale. Hold the breath. Exhale. And hold the breath. And release. Good. Well done. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed that. So what that helps you to do, were you thinking about anything else other than your breathing and counting to 4 then? I bet you weren't. So what that helps you to do, well done. Have you noticed then, we're not thinking about anything else, no worries, no stress. We're literally thinking about our breath and connecting with the breath and the numbers. So if you've got a pen and paper with you, I'm going to invite you to write down the exercise that we've just done. So number 1, write down the box breathing. And if you want to, you can put the number 4 next to it so you remember how it's done. Or if you wish, get creative, draw a box and put 4s around the outside of it. Whatever's going to help you to remember that. So on your pieces of paper, write down number 1 and then the box breathing. So that is the number 1 exercise that we've just done. You're doing fab, guys. Well done. Really, really impressed. So that's just so if you need to, you can always come back to this, can't you, at another time? It might be this weekend, it might be tonight. So what we're going to do next is one more mindfulness exercise, and it is called the bell technique. B-E-L-L. If you want to write that down, feel free to. So B-E-L-L, and then pop your pen and paper down. If you want to grab a little drink, feel free to. And we're going to write down all the rest of it after we've done the exercise. What I want you to do now is simply focus on this exercise. So give your hands a little shake off. So we're not going to be typing, we're not going to be writing anything down. What we are going to be doing is just giving our hands a shake and release the hands down. So your hands are on your lap. Roll your shoulders back again. And we're just going to do another few deep breaths because the first B stands for breathing. So close your eyes if you wish. Let's just take another 4 deep breaths in. So 4, 3, 2, inhale. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now, just in your own time, without me counting, carry on some nice deep breaths. Inhale. Good. A couple more. I want you to just feel what it feels like to just be breathing in your own rhythm. If thoughts begin to come into the mind, that's okay. You're just going to let them go and bring your focus back to your breathing. It's completely normal to thoughts to pop in and out, but just focus on the breath. Wonderful. Couple more. Well done. And now the E stands for expand. So expand your breathing even bigger. Inhale as big as you can. Expand your tummies. Big as you can. And exhale. Bring your belly button in. Good. And again, inhale, expand your tummies. Exhale. Allow the tummy to come back in. We're just going to do one more expand. Inhale, expand your belly as big as you can. And exhale, good. Now keep your eyes closed for this next exercise and just listen to my voice. You're doing really, really well. So eyes closed. Now what we're going to do is listen. And I'm going to invite you to listen to what you can hear around you in your room. You might have silence. But I'm going to invite you to expand your hearing. See what else you can hear. You might hear the buzz of your phone or your laptop. You might hear the lights or maybe some traffic outside. So with your eyes closed, see what else you can hear. Really expand your hearing. You might hear voices downstairs or upstairs. See how far you can stretch your hearing now. Now see if you can stretch it even further. What else can you hear? You might even be able to hear your heartbeat. You're doing so well. Fantastic, guys. Now open up your eyes. And now I want you to write in the chat, what could you hear the furthest away? What could you hear the furthest away? And what you may have noticed is you might have heard what's just going on in the room. And then the more you expanded your hearing, you may have heard things that you first didn't hear. You heard the birds, that's so beautiful. My noisy neighbours. So at first, I bet when you were first listening to us and we were chattering away, I bet you couldn't hear the birds. I bet you couldn't hear the cars, the sneezes, the motorbikes, the cats and dogs, your heartbeat, beautiful. And did you notice that when you tuned in to practice your mindfulness and expanded your hearing, you heard even more? Now tell me, how did you feel when you were doing that? Did you feel calm? Did you feel peaceful? Yes, good. Very calm. Wonderful, guys. Yes. You felt chillaxed. Love it. Really, really good. Well done. So we're just going to now do, if you remember, the bell was breathing, expand, listen. Now the next one is look. And I want you to bring your hand up like this. And now I want you to look at the palm of your hand and notice what it looks like. And we're going to spend a whole minute now looking at what the palm of your hand really looks like. And I want you to expand on what you can see. Notice all the tiny little lines. See what else you see. Notice how unique it is. See if you can look even more, expand your vision. Can you see your pulse in your hand? Notice all the things that you've never noticed before about the palm of your hand. What else can you see on your hand? Really good, guys. Now share in the comments, how did you feel when you were doing that? What could you see? So even just as simple as taking a minute, you could see a big tree. Love that. I'm guessing that's Finn. That's amazing, mate. I saw a lot of pen. Lines and fingers. And did you notice that at first when you looked, you just see your palm of your hand, don't you? You're like, yep, seen that a million times. Then when you start to look even closer, You notice things that maybe you've never seen before. Looked like I was knitted. Love that. A flower made from veins. My wrinkly hand. This is really cool. Now, a bruise. Now tell me, how did you feel when you were doing that? Did you feel calm? Did you feel nice and peaceful? Did you forget about everything else in the world? So calm. Awesome. Yes. So remember, if you're watching this back on replay, I want you to still do these things. Still think how you felt. Really, really good. It's so cool, isn't it? Love their interpretations, absolutely. And it shows that when we're looking through our eyes, especially as children, what we're seeing is beauty, isn't it? Really, really well done. So grab your pen, your piece of paper, and write down, B is breathe. So B is breathe. Hi, Teddy. I would have been calm if I looked at my other hand. So B is breathe. E, can anyone remember what E stood for? You can? Yeah, she's going to type it. George is going to type it. Expand. Awesome. And Charlotte got it as well. Well done. So E is expand. L is, we're going to listen. Fantastic. And L, yeah, well done, we've got it, is look. So that is a mindfulness exercise that, do you agree, guys? You can do this anywhere. You could do this anytime. You don't need anything. You don't need your games. You don't need anyone else. We don't need social media. We simply can bring ourselves in, take some nice big deep breaths, and then we're going to expand our awareness of ourselves. And we're also going to expand our listening. We're going to also expand our vision. Now, you don't have to do all of them, but you can choose to just do one at any time. So give us a big thumbs up if you like that exercise. That was number 2. That's it, Teddy. You haven't got to stop playing your games. Do not worry. But if, say, we're getting a bit stressed, or we might feel a little bit lonely or a bit down or overwhelmed or anxious, this is how a lot of us feel, don't we? Quite often, then we can practice these techniques. Awesome. So what we're going to be finishing with, we've got 15 minutes left. You're doing awesome. Grab a quick drink if you want. Oh, I've always wanted a Blue Peter badge, not gonna lie. I think, are they still doing it? I used to watch it religiously and then pretend to be a presenter. This is my chance, guys. So what we're gonna be moving on to now is, we're going to be moving on to what we call resilience. I'm going to be sharing with you a technique that's going to help you to feel more resilient. Can anyone, this is a bit of a tricky one, can anyone explain or try to explain what resilience means? Have a think. If you're on your own, have a think to yourself. If you want to share it in the group, absolutely do. If you're with maybe your brother, your sister, have a little chat. What does resilience mean to you? It can mean something to different people. I'm going to give you another 30 seconds and then I'm going to share with you what it means or what I believe it means. So we've got some question marks. Dunno. Let's just see, because I think a few people are typing. Well done. Yes, so we've got strong. Being resilient means that you are strong. We also had the ability to bounce back. Say if you fall over, it's the ability to get back up, being strong. Yes, well done, guys. Fantastic. You got it absolutely spot on. What resilience means is your ability that if you feel down, or maybe you did something at school and you didn't get the mark that you hoped. Maybe you ran a race and you didn't come in the place that you hoped you would. Maybe your friend or your brother or sister said something a bit mean to you And what resilience is your ability to go, brush it off and bounce back. That no matter what happens, what got said to you, what happened at school, whatever happened at home, you are able to go, do you know what? That happened, it's okay. And you bounce back and you come back. It keeps you strong, resilience does. And resilience is something that right now you have within you. There you go, Georgia. You come back twice as hard. Love that. Yeah. And the more you practice being resilient, the stronger you feel, the more resilient you become. So a few of you will have heard me talk about this before, because I work alongside children doing this stuff. Yeah, absolutely. Great attitude, Georgia. She's fantastic. And what we're going to be looking at now is what I call being a worrier. So who here, show a little show of hands, has sometimes worried or would call themselves a worrier? I used to be a worrier. Sometimes still do. Yep. And I'm going to show you how to be a warrior. And we're going to look at being a positivity warrior. Who wants to be a positivity warrior? I can tell you, when you've got resilience and we're able to bounce back and we're thinking like a warrior, you can tune in and tap into your inner warrior, because you have it within you right now. Every single day, you have that warrior within you, and it's about letting him or her out. Me, fantastic. So what I thought we would do, oh God, I'm going to screen share. Let's bring this one up. Fingers crossed it works. Yes. So, slideshow. This is where I need resilience, because if it doesn't happen first time, there we go. So what I thought we would have a look at, guys, is what is worrier thinking? What does it mean to be a worrier? So the common worrier self-talk, have a little look, and I want you to put in the box, yes, in the chat, if you agree that you sometimes think some of those thoughts. Do you ever think, what if I fail? What will others think of me? If you're about to do something, try something new. What if I fail? Or what will my friends think of me? What if I'm not good enough? It's all right for them. So say you've got a friend and they're going to go and try something new. Yeah, well, it's all right for them. They've practiced loads. Or what if I'm too big? What if I'm too small? What if, here's a really good one, what if they laugh at me? No one likes to be laughed at, do they? What if I can't do it? What's the point? And what about that one? I'm rubbish. Yeah, I'm rubbish. How many times have we thought this? And do you know what? What worrier thinking does, where do you feel worry? So point to yourself again on your body. When you feel worried, where do you feel it? Do we feel it? Do we get headaches? Do we sometimes feel it in our chest, in our tummies, in our shoulders? When I worry, I get it all in my shoulders and my neck hurts. Don't know why, it's just where I hold my worry. So lots, yes. So everyone's really different. I know lots of you guys are putting your hands to your hearts and hands on your tummies. And let's be honest, what is worry? It's not real. It's our thinking. It's just what we're not even choosing to think it, but sometimes what's called our subconscious mind, our brain just begins to worry about things that may or may not happen. If we're thinking, what will others think? It's not even happened yet. So what? What will others think? What other people think of you isn't your business. We're going to come on to that shortly. Worry is just not sure. Yeah, absolutely. If we're thinking I'm rubbish, how do we feel? Share in the chat. If you say to yourself, I'm rubbish, I am. No one likes me. How do you feel when you're thinking thoughts like that? What if they laugh at me? What if I'm not good enough? How do we feel? Angry, good, worthless. These are really good, guys. Sad, not worth it, if you know what I mean. Absolutely. Frustrated, guys, these are really good. Frustrated with myself, sad, disappointed. And remember when I'm going to share with you now something that's called CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy. Don't worry if you can't remember that word, it's such a long one. But notice when we think these thoughts, we feel them within the body, don't we? We feel sad. we feel anxious, we feel upset, we feel down, we feel worthless. So, is it right in thinking, it's not very good to think like this all the time, is it? And if I was to say to you, right now, you can choose to think differently. How cool is that? So, I'm just going to see if I can bring up the little video panel. No, it's fine. So let's come on to now what warrior thinking is. So if you want to, you can write some of these down. Completely up to you. Let's have a little read, because if you are going to begin to change your mind from being a worrier to a positivity warrior, these are the kinds of things that you need to be practicing thinking. Notice I said the word practice. You don't just think it once and then boom, that's it. You're a positivity warrior. You need to practice these things, because the more we practice them, the more they begin to embed in the mind. And this is something, guys, I promise you, I never used to be this happy positivity warrior all the time. I used to really struggle with anxiety, feeling sad. Like I shared, I'd always have headaches and tummy ache. But the more I practiced every single day saying these things to myself, that is when I began to change how I thought and how I felt every single day. And so let's have a look. How cool would it feel to think to yourself, do you know what? I can do this. I'm going to try my best. Here's a really, really powerful one. Other people's opinions are none of my business. So next time someone says something a little bit mean or not very nice, do you know what you can say to yourself? Do you know what? Other people's opinions are none of my business. Can you imagine how different you'd feel? You might not have to say that to them, but if you're saying that to yourself, imagine how different you'd feel. It's nothing to do with you, what other people think. Good. Put it on a cloud and send it away. Love this. I deserve to be happy. I am good enough. Okay, this is one of my favorite ones, and I want you to practice this every single day. I am unique, and that is my superpower. Say it to yourself right now, either in your head or out loud. I am unique, and that is my superpower. Feels pretty cool, right? I deserve to be happy. I am guided and supported. That might mean by religion. It might mean by God, by angels, by spirit, whatever that means to you. It might mean that you're guided by your grown-ups, your parents, your teachers, people like me, people on YouTube. You're supported by your friends. I can do anything I put my mind to. I am capable, and here's a really, really powerful one. I am enough. Say that to yourself. I am enough. As you are right now, you are enough. You haven't got to be like anyone else. You haven't got to do anything like anyone else. You as you are, that's your greatest warrior power. And the more that you embrace and love yourself as you are, the more you're going to feel happy. The more you're going to feel empowered. Good. Type it in the comments. I am enough. Okay, guys, so we've got 2 minutes left. So I am enough. Lots of it. Fantastic. So what we're going to do now, I am unique and that is my superpower. Good. So I'm going to set you a challenge. Are we ready? We love a bit of challenge. So if you want to call it homework, you can call it homework, or we can call it a challenge. So your Positivity Warrior challenge is, I'm going to invite you to draw a picture of yourself as a positivity warrior. So if you want to, close your eyes and picture yourself. If you were your happiest, most positive self, what would you look like? So imagine yourself as a positivity warrior. Now, the first thing that came to my mind was a cape. I would be wearing a cape. What colour, if you were wearing a cape, what colour cape would it be? Share your favourite colour in the chat. So I'm going to invite you to draw a picture. Grey, red. Good, guys. These are very colourful already. Black. Purple, metallic purple. Yes, purple, lime green. So imagine yourself as a positivity warrior in the middle of the page. Then I want you to write your favorite positive words and sayings all around the page. Yeah? So I want you to write down this challenge, and then either ask a grown-up to take a picture of it and email it to me. And you can write down my email. It's hello@carolinereed.com. Or if you wish to, if your grown-ups have got Facebook, or maybe you have, you can tag me on Facebook with a picture. And what I'm going to do is, at random, I'm not going to choose my favorite one because I don't think that there's such thing as a favorite. What I'm going to do is everyone who enters is going to be put into a draw. So I'm hoping that you've taken down the email address, or I'm just going to end the show and bring myself back up. New share, screen. Aha, okay, you showed me before, didn't you? So pause share, resume sharing, new share. How do I bring myself back up again? I'm trying to remember. Let's see if it's down at the bottom. If not, don't worry. No, that's it, screen. So if I've got it, I think. No, maybe not. Stop share. So, that was it, stop share. I'm going to take notes after this, guys. Thank you. I love how you guys remembered and I didn't. I love you all. So I'm just going to quickly reiterate this because we've got 1 minute left. So I want you to draw a picture of yourself as your positivity warrior in the middle of the page, as bright or as colourful as you wish. If you want to wear a cape or a crown, whatever you wish, wear it. And then around the outside, write and draw your favourite positive words, your favourite positive quotes, things like, I am great, I am magnificent, I am a warrior, whatever that might be for you. If you don't want to do it, do not do it, guys. If you want to do it, absolutely do it. And then if you wish to, like I said, you can either email it to me, get one of your grown-ups to email it to me, or tag me in a picture on Facebook. So can I just get, how are you feeling now? Do you feel like a positivity warrior? Do you feel like you've got some good things that you can take away? Good. Oh, guys, I would be so proud if I was your teacher. Yeah, I am so much better. Thank you. Happy, good, happy and calm. This is Ace. We've got smiley faces coming all over. Finn, love that. Do you know what? It might even be your mummy as well. Happy, fantastic. So I look forward, let's say by tomorrow night, anyone that does want to enter the little challenge, then by tomorrow night, I will go live on my page. And if, of course, you don't see it, don't worry, because I'll get in touch with your grown-ups and I'll email them as well. Someone is going to win a warrior band. So this helps you snap your band, and then it helps you to change your thinking from being a worrier to a warrior. So someone is going to win one of these. How cool is that? So I just want to say, guys, a massive thank you for joining us. It's been absolutely wonderful. And remember, this week is Mental Health Awareness Week, and it's all about kindness. And what this means is you've got to be kind to yourself first, most important, and kind to others. So notice it's not just about being kind to others, it's about being kind to yourself. A positivity warrior speaks kind to their self, therefore they feel good. You're very, very welcome, Lucy. So I'm going to stop the recording here. Thank you so much for joining us. And if you don't already, then you can follow me on Facebook and let me know how you found it.